All right then, it is that time once again where World Cup predictions are being recorded and groups are being decided. This is Group F's final match day for this one. Well, not for just this one, there's still one more as well, obviously. The other two teams in the group have got to play as well, which would be Sweden and Japan, which sounds pretty fucking good if you ask me. But first up, we've got Tunisia versus the Netherlands. I can't remember off the top of my head who's got what points, so there will be research done as this game loads up. But what I do know is that I'm pretty sure Netherlands are in a better spot than Tunisia, I would like to say anyway. However, I mean, it could be anyone. It really could be anyone. I can't remember. In real life, it could be anyone but besides Tunisia. Tunisia are already out. My cat's come back in. Um, you can probably hear him meowing. So yeah, anyway, let's get the settings done for this. She's walked in, meowed at me, walked back out. She wants food which she's already had, just to clarify. Uh, so I don't really know what to do, but I can't really do anything. I'm a powerless until she's meant to get fed later. I don't want to overfeed her. Right then, so taking a look at the settings, 10-minute half length, legendary difficulty, competitor mode on, player based difficulty on, quick substitutes are on, Tango Rosario ball from Adidas is what we're still using, or Adidas, however you pronounce it, however you want to pronounce it. We'll go Mercedes Benz for the stadium. And the games are a little bit late, they're actually at midnight. I realised, so put time's like 6 p.m. or something. It's 6 hours behind because there's still some even later games, which I'll probably put at 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. for those. So the weather is clear. Dango Rosario ball, natural grass. The pitch colour is bright green. You're not getting any more food. Not just now. Mental. She's never been this food obsessed, but now she is for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. So your settings are there. Teams look like this. Um, off the top of my head, I can't actually remember who's got what to lose in this group. So I will go do some googling and some YouTubing and checking my old videos. Daman in goal for Tunisia. Abdi and Valerie as the fullbacks. Talbi and Braun as the centre backs. Shkiri and Khedira as the CDMs, with captain being Shkiri. Will you stop meowing at me? You're not getting any food. Not just now. You've been fed. Hannibal off the left, Garbi off the right, Slimani at cam, and then Masuri up front for Tunisia. You'll wait till your feeding times. Christ almighty. Netherlands. Verbruggen in goal. Van de Ven and Dumfries as the fullbacks. I'm surprised they're using Van de Ven at left back, but also I don't know how good he actually is there. In these simulations, he's not really been involved. In real life, I've not really watched either of the Netherlands or one of the Netherlands games yet. Well, either of them because I've been at work both times. Van Dijk and Van Hecke, the defence, with of course Van Dijk having the armband. De Jong and Gravenberch the CDMs. Reinders at cam. Gakpo off the left. Somerville off the right, and then Malen up top. Now, I would presume that Netherlands are in a position to qualify if they haven't already. Tunisia, I'm unsure about. So I will go and get research done as this game loads up, and then we'll see where we're at. But what I do know is that it is going to be the first part of Group E, even though it's Group F. The first part of Group F, and it is Tunisia versus the Netherlands at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 10-minute half length, legendary difficulty. The game type is authentic. The sunny evening here in America. So let's get into it and see who will qualify. Unless you already have.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week, and we're just moments away from kickoff time. Stay tuned for the live action. And hello to you from Atlanta, Georgia. We're here at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary. And my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Tunisia, and they take on the Netherlands.
The scene is set. Two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
As the game loads up and the national anthems are being ready to be sung, I'm just trying to get all the information I can for these games. So bear with.
And here's how Tunisia will line up.
Well, on paper, it's down as a 4-5-1. But for me, it's more likely to be a split midfield, with 3 supporting the front man and 2 sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
That is your Tunisian team up on screen just now. Bear with, guys. I'm nearly there. YouTube wouldn't like to crash midway. We try to figure this out. That'd be majestic. Right then, up to date as the Netherlands make their entrance to this game. Currently, Netherlands are on 6 points, so they're already through. Japan are on 1 point, Tunisia are on 1 point, and Sweden are on 3 points. For anyone keeping track. So Tunisia need to win this to stay in the competition, as the Netherlands team looks strong again. And the bench looks a bit suspect. But again, in simulation, Netherlands have already qualified. Which means it's up to Tunisia to get a result of their own. And my cat's gone back to sleep, which is a mercy, to be honest, because she gets fed, and she gets fed plenty. She gets fed in the morning, she gets a treat in the middle of the day, she gets fed in the evening, and she gets a treat at night. It's not like I'm starving her. I think she just really likes the food she's getting, to be honest with you, which is fair enough. Anyway, less of the cat drama and more of the football drama that is on your screen right now. So, for this one, obviously, Netherlands in their trademark orange, kicking from right to left. Tunisia in their white, kicking from left to right. Poet, and I didn't know it. In real life, I think Tunisia already eliminated, didn't they? So this doesn't really affect them. And in this group, they have a point. So they have a point to prove. However, I don't think they'll manage to do it. I think Netherlands, I know they're notoriously weird in groups, but Somerville nearly scores as Damen nicks a save over the top for a corner. I think Netherlands will coast to a 3-0 win for this one. I don't think Tunisia have been or will be good enough today or in the tournament in real life. So yeah, 3-0 Netherlands I think is a safe bet, and the Dutch go through. Sometimes I like to make a meal of the group stage, but I think they'll sort it this time. Slimani heads it back to Damen. And of course at the end of the next game, unless you obviously pick to watch that one first and then you come back and watch this, which is cool too. The other game, Sweden and Japan from this group. With the Swedes very much needing the win as well. In fact, Japan could do the win more. They've only got 1 point after losing 2-1 to Netherlands and then drawing 0-0 with Tunisia. Sweden beating Tunisia 2-1 and then losing to Netherlands 2-0. So there's definitely stakes for everybody, but for Tunisia, it's nearly a goal as Dumfries takes it off the foot of Masturi, as I believe he was about to shoot. Not 100% on that information, but about 90% there. So I think for the rest of today, I'm going to try and get Group F and Group D done before I go to work. And then maybe try and do some late ones when I get back from work, potentially. Possibly. Oh, Christ. And it's a shock lead, actually. It's a shock lead from out of bloody nowhere. I thought that there wouldn't be an issue there. I didn't commentate because I thought the Netherlands would clear it, but well, well, well. Maybe there will be a bit of drama in this group. Maybe there will be some shocks in this group.
Well, I have to say, this is a really
Maybe
good
Tunisia
goal.
will make it
Just
through in
look how
simulation.
well balanced he is.
Van Heck gets the first tackle in, but it's one back and then it falls to Masturi, who curls it around past Verbruggen. Not a bad finish either. And a shock could be on the cards. Netherlands, as we know, probably already through. They're on 6 points. So they can afford to lose this if they do. But obviously they won't want to. You know, they don't want to lose their final game. They would like to obviously be victorious.
On to Gravenberg. Dumfries. Ryan Gravenberg.
Looking on the group 3 wins out of 3, I'm sure they'll be overjoyed. Gravenberg to Gakpo. Reinders into Gakpo, or at least into the path in, but Braun covers back and gets it away. Now, Netherlands, I think this is the first time they've been on the back foot this tournament. So let's see how they respond, if they respond.
Ryan Gravenberg.
Dumfries, Somerville, ball in towards Van de Ven. Knocked down for Thierry Reinders. Braun gets it away, Reinders can't control, falls back to Van de Ven. Gakpo. Van de Ven to Reinders. It's going to get tackled back out to the left wing. Still in possession of the Netherlands, and Reinders gets it into Somerville, who just about hits the crossbar. I thought that was easier to score than miss.
Well, they were so close
And it
to
will
the
come back in
equaliser
for a second roll of the dice here. McMahon gets tackled by Talby. Netherlands inches away from an equaliser as the ball played in is really well played, and Somerville, I thought they had enough power in to just drop in below the bar, but it did rattle the crossbar instead, and Tunisia get very, very lucky with this Netherlands pressure being telling so far, but no goal yet to show for it. However, Tunisia getting the early advantage has done wonders for them.
Montassar Talby.
Tackled away again. Netherlands need something.
Jan Valery. Khedira. Oh, useful ball. And cutting it out.
This is actually quite an interesting dynamic because the team that you expect to be behind are actually ahead, and now Netherlands have to chase. They don't have to chase, but they do if they want to get 9 points. But Tunisia have to hold on if they want to stay in the World Cup tournament, at least in the simulation realm. Currently sat on 4 points. They got to second in the table. Obviously, Sweden and Japan yet to play. Netherlands will stay top, I think, whatever the outcome. Unless, of course, Sweden win by a certain amount of goals. The Netherlands do lose this match.
Mickey Van de Ven.
Van de Ven. Gravenberch back out. It seems weird him being the overlapping left back when he's a very good centre back, but it's what Netherlands have opted to use him as. And they've actually, I saw part of the game in real life as Donyell Malen gets the equaliser. Why is he not being closed down, you might be wondering. I couldn't tell you. I was going to tell you a story about Van de Ven there, but now we'll have to wait until after the celebrations as Malen finds his shooting boots this tournament. It's not really cleared away, and it's an easy pass through the middle. I'm not exactly sure who's got the assist, but I do know that Malen's got probably one of the easiest finishes of his life because he's not being closed down at all. He's not being marked at all. And there's nothing Tunisia can do about that because they've just left him wide open. Anyway, as I was saying about Van de Ven, I saw a couple of lineups in real life, and I'm pretty sure I saw, it was like the first 30 minutes, I think, of the Netherlands and Sweden game. Because it started at 5, I think, and I'd work at half 5, or it started at 6 and I'd work at half 6, something like that. Van de Ven was playing left back in real life as well, so it looked to be a position that he utilised him in. And Gakpo could make it 2-1 instantly here, and he does. Well, do you know what? Tunisia's lead lasted for about 20 minutes, but now they're behind in the space of about 2. Cody Gakpo left way too much room. All he had to do was go inside, which he did with ease. And again, there's no defence closing the attacker down, which I'm very confused about. Why there's no closing down going on. And Gakpo puts Netherlands up. A minute ago, they were down 1-0. Now they're up 2-1. Football's a weird old game, innit? 2-1 to the good after just being 1-0 down, like maybe 2 minutes ago maximum.
Anis Slimane. Dylan Braun.
It's a good recovery if you are Netherlands, but if you are Tunisia,
Ali Abdi.
you're fucking pissed off, to be honest.
Montassar Talbi.
Had a good lead and it's just dissipated like that.
Rani Khedira
Now they need to
here.
chase this game and get 2 more goals if they want to stay in the World Cup.
Elias
Netherlands,
Skiri.
as it stands, will be, well, they'll stay top,
He read it well.
but will be on the full 9 points. Tunisia go back down to the bottom of the group.
Now with Gravenberg.
Obviously, as it stands, doesn't make any sense because in real life these two are playing at these like games are played at the same time. But because I can't do that, I don't have 2 TVs and 2 people. We know how the standings are going to look as it stands each time. Slightly different, but I can't really do it on 2 TV screens at the same time, can I? Abdi finds Hannibal. Goes down by Van Heck, who was at fault for their first goal and their only goal so far, but he's made up for it since.
Dumfries. Jan-Paul Van Hekke. Reinders. De Jong. Good patience. And with a cross look out for them. And the
It's 3. Oh, okay. Tunisia, you might want to wave the white flag. I look away for a second. As usual, a goal gets scored. It's Ryan Gravenberch that makes it 3-1 Netherlands. I thought, okay, Tunisia might pull off something shocking here, but it's not to be. Gakpo floats it across to the back post, and it's actually a really lovely diving header from Ryan Gravenberch. He has literally Superman that in for 3-1. He's put his whole body like a torpedo behind that, and it could get ugly for Tunisia, and it might be less of a worry if you're a Sweden or Japan. Although both teams probably will need a result, just in case the 3rd place team doesn't go through from this group. But I can guarantee you now that Tunisia won't get 3 goals to win this. I could be proven wrong, but I just don't see it happening. Netherlands have found their stride, found their footing, and they're putting Tunisia incredibly to the sword here. I thought it was going to be a low-scoring game as well. I mean, in real life I said 3-0 Netherlands, but I feel like in simulation you can sometimes tell when the games are going to be bad. Especially when you've done 56 of them so far. This is number 57, so sometimes you can tell, but this one's been full of action and full of goals so far, and may continue to be, as it is Dumfries going down the right hand side, the new Real Madrid right back. Somerville is offside.
I think he was caught in 2 minds.
Well, he just needed to go elsewhere with his pass.
Barely,
He
but
showed a complete
barely
lack of
still
awareness
counts.
there.
Dylan Braun. Abdi.
I'm probably going to have to do the cat litter tray again today as well, so that's always a fun job.
And Skiri.
It will get done. I remember as well now why I don't record my door open, because the cats just come in willy-nilly and meow at you. But I think she's gone back to sleep now in my mum and dad's room, so
Elias Skiri.
I think we're chill. I think we're safe for now.
This looks useful.
She will get fed again.
Using all his defensive
She gets
acumen
fed
to
at
cut
5
it
and
out.
it's only 1:30, so she's just going to have to part with it,
Counter-attacking
unfortunately.
chance.
Can't keep feeding her loads and loads a day. I mean, I could,
Ryan
but
Gravenberch.
I don't want to like feed her loads and my parents come back and they're usually the ones that feed her, so they'll be giving her more food because I've given her more food while they're gone. I don't want to set a precedent. I do want to tell you though that Netherlands have a corner. It's nearly 4-1 now. I think it was Malin again.
Playing it short.
Ball short, Van Heck.
Delivering it into the box.
Reinders Punched away by Darman. Back out to Van Heck, who's not going to be able to keep the ball under the pressure of Hannibal. And with 2 minutes of added time in this half, I doubt there'll be any more goals this half. But doesn't mean there won't be any for the full match. Tunisia look to get one more before the break. Hannibal needs to play his man through. Doesn't play the correct man through, but still on. And Shqiri is blind apparently. He can borrow my glasses if he needs to. One last gas for Netherlands. Not if they don't play it through. Reinders fouled. De Jong continues to play. Back to Reinders. That should be half time now because they're playing it backwards. And it is in fact the break. The break arriving at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tunisia much needing it. Netherlands probably not happy about it because they're on a good run of form. Reinders pulling the strings in midfield. I didn't really notice him do that much, but I guess maybe he was the one that assisted the Malin goal. I think he might have been. I guess we'll see from the stats. That's what they're there for. But yeah. Tunisia took the lead. Netherlands hit back 3 times as hard. Take a look at the stats then. 54 to 46 in terms of possession in favour of Tunisia. However, the attacking stats are very much in the favour of the Dutch. 6 shots to 1 in favour of Netherlands with 3.7 expected goals to 0.6. It's, yeah, going to be a long day for Tunisia potentially. They've had more of the ball, they've had more passes, but Netherlands have the goals. And Tunisia, as it stands, are on the way out with Netherlands topping the group with a magic 9 points. Take a look at performances there. Man of the match so far is Tijani Reinders. He's done a lot more than I expected then. 8.7 for the Man City man. He's got a goal and an 8.7. 8.7. I'll say it one more time just in case you didn't know. Gravenberch with that lovely diving header. He's got an 8.1 as well as a tidy performance in midfield so far. Frenkie de Jong, I've not really seen him much, but I've not really seen him do much wrong. So 7.9 is fair enough, I guess. Cody Gakpo off the left with a goal and an assist. And then another goal and an assist from Doniel Malen. The attack and midfield are on top form. The defence and Somerville, for some reason, has been put into that category. Have not done too well so far. Maybe a bit more to show in the second half, especially Virgil van Dijk. Somerville has been poor in the attack, the only attacker that's been poor. And then Bart Verbruggen's only had 1 shot against him, and it found the back of the net, so his rating's quite low as well, with a 5.5 at the break. For Tunisia, it is Anis Ben Slimani in the midfield, 7.4. He's their best player. Dylan Braun closed down quite well early on when they were 1-0 up, and then everything just fell to shit. So he's got a 7.1, but like it's all gone to shit since then. Montasar Talbi with a 7. Khedira, the young brother, of course, of Sami Khedira, 6.9, and it's kind of just downhill from there. Of course, Mastori got the goal, but hasn't done much else. Took advantage of that pressure. I think it was just, I don't know which teammate did the pressure for him, but he got the ball from it. Pressured Van Heck and got the goal. So he's got a 6.6, but everyone else just underwhelming. Darman in goal somehow has a higher rating than Verbruggen. That's because he's actually made saves. But he has also let in 3. So 2 saves from 5 shots on target, 3 goals conceded. It's not a great half for Tunisia. And with 45 minutes to go, this scoreline could end up anything. I genuinely don't know what the scoreline will end up as. What I do know is that Tunisia will be kicking off the second half, and I'm going to get a Lucozade because I'm starting to feel myself fall asleep, which is mad because I actually got a good amount of sleep yesterday. I had an early-ish night. Obviously not an early night because I recorded at 1 AM for the Curacao and Ecuador game, but after that I went straight to sleep. And I woke up quite late. Well, I woke up at 8 to feed the cats and I went back to sleep till at 11, so it's not like I've had bad sleep. Maybe just this week of work has been tiring. Which is accurate. It's been a pain in the arse. But that's because head chef has been off. She's back today. And Father's Day, of course. Wasn't actually as bad as I thought yesterday, to be honest with you. There was a few big tables, that was about it.
It's a neat move.
Sorry if you heard me open up my Lucozade. As well, for, like, because I've got that burn, can't really do as much, which is quite good. It means I've got an excuse.
Reinders. De Jong. Van de Ven.
But it's nearly healed, or it's getting there to be healed. I've used the rest of my Gelinet stuff for it. It's Malin. Comes down the left. Gakpo inside to Reinders for 4-1. It is going to be 4-1. And I think Netherlands is just taking the piss a little bit now. There's no need to be this aggressive, is there? I mean, the game's done, lads. Just chill. Like, What is she meowing at now?
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
I'll let her off though, because she's 17. She's not like a young cat. She's just complaining, I think, about everything.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Dylan Braun.
Once I've done these, I'll sort of tray and all that out, and then... I don't know. She just always seems to be hungry, but she gets plenty of food. I don't want to overfeed her, because she'll throw up. So it's like a balancing act, really. Well, I'm sure she'll be fine. It's very dramatic as well. Abdi, down the left here. Ball inside to Slimani. Goes down by Virgil. But Bruggen can collect. And even if Tunisia do get a goal now, I don't know how much it's going to impact this game. Because Netherlands now have 4. And it could be more yet. If you've been here since the start of the video, you remember that Tunisia were 1-0 up at some point. And then the Netherlands were like, yeah, let's not do that.
And that's where to send it.
That pass is always on.
Goes down. Away by Tunisia, just trying to not let goals in.
Tried to tee it up. Anis Slimani. Could be troublesome. Well, they kept their shape defensively. Job done for now. Timely intervention. Daniel Malen.
Gakpo's now got a knock, which could impact the goal scoring here a little bit.
And Aymen Dahmen has it now. De Jong.
Gravenberch, De Jong,
Dijk with it.
Van Dijk, Van de Ven. They're just playing around the back line. Maybe they have decided, you know what would be nice here? We won't score anymore.
Malen with it. Reinders. Electing to cross into the centre. And the goalkeeper doing what he's paid
They
to
did
do.
get a fifth, but it's a save from Dahmen.
Well, they are committed to
And the
making
change
substitution
for
here.
Tunisia. Assad comes on for Slimani. Sub off one of your best players, I suppose.
Now sending it in. Oh, I thought they were onto something there.
Really
Could be
snuffed
away
out
by
the danger
Tunisia.
there.
Corner defended well. Bron's going to go on a little run here. Why the fuck not?
Jan Valerie.
Well, because he's centre back, really, but you need to put all the eggs into the comeback basket here. You need to score 4 goals.
Saad.
Khedira,
That's a good looking pass.
Shqiri, Abdi,
Here's
now
Skiri.
Shqiri, Saad,
Khedira.
Khedira, out wide.
Jan Valerie. Promising possession this. And the chance slips away.
No way.
De Jong.
Again for the Netherlands. Gakpo looks as if his knock has subsided. He's run it off. Can he find the ball into the box? No, he's knocked it back to Reinders. Can he find the ball in? He can, but it's caught by the Tunisian goalkeeper, who is just saying, will you fuck off now? You've got your goals, you've got your win.
Elias Skiri. Skiri. Ali Abdi. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Elias Skiri. Montassar Talbi. Skiri. Rani Khedira here. Mejbri. Yann Valery. Khedira.
This is kind of just running down the clock now because we know Netherlands are going to win. We know Tunisia aren't going to get a result. And it's just more of a matter of how many will Netherlands get. Are there any more goals to come from either side? Can Tunisia score 4? Probably not, as Virgil van Dijk heads that one away.
It was an attack of promise, but they couldn't take advantage of the situation. Gakpo.
Netherlands want to make a sub. They might get to here. 1-2 between Malen and Gakpo. Put it back out to De Jong. Malen. Good save again by Darman. The Netherlands really pushing home the advantage here as Van Heck comes off for Nathan Ake. Corner to the Netherlands. Gravenberch gets tackled by Hannibal. It's going to be another corner.
Well, behind for another corner. And there's the delivery.
Another save made. Fucking hell. You know what? I've got to give credit. That is actually a really good save as well from the header from Van Dijk. This goalkeeper, I know he's letting 4, but it could have been way more. Some incredible saves being pulled off to prevent any more goals so far. Well, until then. I realised the corner had been taken, and Van Dijk will get his goal.
Well, here's the replay, and
It's just about over the line as well.
But it's definitely
It's
the
past
right call. That's
Darman,
technology at
and
its
it looks
best.
as if, well, maybe it's not here. Hold on. Khedira trying to get it off the line. Oh, it's the briefest millisecond that it goes over the line for, and it's actually been given as an own goal to Rani Khedira. Oh, I don't know about that shout. I don't know about that shout at all. Because if that's an own goal, then I'm very confused because he's trying to head it off the line.
Abdi.
I don't know.
Skiri.
Either way, it's been given. And it's 5-1 to the Netherlands now, who further secure their spot at the top of their group. Sweden and Japan can't overtake them now. Netherlands will finish first after winning all 3 games. So I guess we'll have to see what else we've got in store. Virgil van Dijk once again closes down. And he's had a lot better second half as the Liverpool captain.
De Jong.
As well as the Netherlands captain, of course. Ball up wide to Dumfries. Somerville. Ball in. Gakpo. Reinders. I thought he was going to hit it. He should have hit it. Somerville is going to hit it. I think that's a block from Talby. I think it's another corner and another substitution. A story off for Tunecti. And Geertrude coming on for Frankie de Jong. Okay. They're going to use Geertrude at CDM for the last few minutes. 1-2 between Reinders and Gravenberch. Ball is in. Searching one, but it's caught.
Abdi.
Match will be a foregone conclusion for a little while now. It's funny to look back and realise that Tunisia did have the lead for 20 minutes in that first half. And then just a barrage of goals has come ever since. Reinders could have played through Malen there. Gravenberch is going to play for Daniel Malen, and it's going to be 6-1. However, the flag is up. It's a great ball through and a great finish. Just slightly offside. By how far though, Chris Kamara? Ah, that's unlucky. That's really unlucky. It's the correct call, but it's very unlucky. Malen about half a foot away from making it 6-1.
5 minutes left.
Veghorst coming on from Milan for the last few minutes.
Skiri. Hannibal Mejbri. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Exploiting the wide area.
It could be 6 yet. There's still a couple of minutes to go plus injury time. There might still be one more goal.
Van de Ven. Oh, moving it nicely. Gertruida with it. Oh, that's splendid play. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Well, adding up all the stoppages.
3 minutes of added time, not necessary. We know the result, but what can you do? They've put 3 minutes on. And it could be another goal. If Veghorst scores in the big 26, you might as well fold your country, to be honest. Gakpo gets tackled and Garvey gets it away. Maybe one last, hurrah for Tunisia here. Saad takes it down the left. Will there be a goal to speak of? No, they passed it awfully and Gertruida can close it down. And I don't think Netherlands will have the time. I don't think they'll be afforded the time either, because it's a 5-1 result. That is it for part 1 of Group F. Netherlands win 5-1 and we'll go for a top of the group with relative ease, to be honest.
His performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Well, he'll be pleased with his performance today. He looked sharp physically and
no complaints. If you are of the Dutch contingent, if you are of the Tunisian contingent, you're very upset because you were ahead for a brief period before it all fell down. 5 different scores, including a quote-unquote own goal, which I think should be credited to Van Dijk, but neither here nor there. However, it is a 5-1 win in the end. My dressing's starting to come off again, just to try to sort it. Yeah, 5-1 dub for the Netherlands over Tunisia. And that means that they will top the group with, 9 points. There's no negotiation there, so it's up to Sweden and Japan in a straight shootout to see who'll get that second spot. Match facts in the end, it was a game very much dominated by the Netherlands after the early Tunisian goal. 54-46 in terms of possession for Tunisia, which is always funny because the losing team always seems to have the possession. 13 shots to 1 in favour of the Netherlands, and then 5.3 expected goals to 0.6 as well in favour of the Dutch. It was always going to be a Dutch win once they turned it around, and Tunisia didn't really have the firepower to fight back. By my maths as well, I believe that's 8 shots on target total. I am going to double check though for the Netherlands. 9 shots. Yeah, my maths is off then. Performances. Man of the match goes to Tiani Reinders in the midfield in the cam spot. A goal and an assist and an 8.7. Ryan Gravenberch, again, solid performance in the field. He gets a goal as well today, 7.9. Frankie de Jong, before he got subbed off, was on 7.7. Cody Gakpo, 3 goal contributions today. A goal and 2 assists at 7.6. Apparently Mickey van de Ven had a really good game at left back. I didn't really notice him, but I'm also not going to say they're wrong. 7.5 rating, and then Daniel Malen up front. Goal and an assist. Nearly had another one as well. Ruled out for offside. 7.3 from him. Dumfries solid enough. Gertruida came on, was okay. Van Dijk was decent. Veghorst didn't really get an impact. And Van Heck was kind of poor, to be honest, as was Somerville. And then, of course, the substitutes. You can't really fairly rank the substitutes because the game was already said and done by that point. But you can rank Verbruggen because even though his team won the 5-1, it could have been 5-0 had he just been bothered to make a save. Only 1 shot on his goal, and he didn't even stop it. Shaking my head, Bart Verbruggen. Shaking my head. Man of the match for Tunisia, if you could pick one in a 5-1 defeat, was Anis Ben Slimani. Inexplicably subbed off despite being their main threat. 7.6 for him. 7.1 for Jan Valery, 7.1 for Dylan Braun, and then 7.1 for Montesar Talabi as the defence trying their best prevent as many Netherlands chances as they could. However, 6.8s for Abdi, Khedira and Shkiri in the defensive roles doesn't help out their case. Mastori getting a goal and a 6.6, but the rest of the team, your Hannibals, your Damons, your Garbies, didn't do well in the end. Of course, Tenekti and Sad substitutes. And Eamon Damon in the end, 9 shots in his goal, 5 were saved, but 4 were conceded. It was a barrage from the Netherlands. Well, from the moment they equalised, because they just kept scoring, they kept making chances, they would not stop, and they complete this group in style. However, Tunisia will be eliminated, just like I'm pretty sure they are in real life. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up part 1 of the Group F final match day. Of course, up next it'll be Sweden and Japan. Sweden currently on 3 points. Obviously, a win will take them up to second. Well, actually, they're in second currently. A win would secure their spot. But for Japan, a win would put them on 4 points, and they would leapfrog Sweden for that second place spot. So let's see what happens in that one. If you've not watched, well, they'll be uploaded. That'll be uploaded at the same time as this one is. So if you picked that one first, I hope you enjoyed it. If you picked this one first, go and watch that. See what happens. Take care and peace.